In this video, a quick comparison of two popular holiday destinations, Playa del Inglés and San Agustin in Gran Canaria, and at the ending, a clear winner and a clear loser. Let's start with the beach, because Playa del Inglés has the bigger and more famous beach. It is long, wide, sandy, and one of the main reasons people choose this area of Gran Canaria. You have sunbeds, beach bars, restaurants, shops, and lots of life around you. So it works very well if you want a classic beach holiday with everything nearby. However, there's one thing you should definitely know. The beach is lower than much of the resort, so depending on where your hotel is, you might need to walk down steps, slopes, or use lifts to reach the beach. San Agustin has a very different beach feeling. The beach is smaller, darker, calmer, and much more relaxed. It does not feel as big or as busy as Playa del Inglés, and that is exactly why many people like it. It is better if you want an easier, quieter beach day without the same crowds and busy energy. So, because San Agustin is more peaceful and quiet, and from many of the hotels easier to access, I would have to give this one to San Agustin. Restaurants are one of the clearest differences between these two resorts. Playa del Inglés has a huge amount of choice. You can find Spanish restaurants, steakhouses, Italian, Chinese, Indian, fast food, buffet restaurants, British pubs, German restaurants, casual places, beach restaurants, and much more. San Agustin has restaurants and beach bars and some nice places along the seafront and in the shopping center, but the choice is much more limited. It is fine for a relaxed holiday, and some people will prefer the calmer atmosphere, but if you are staying for a week or longer, you might want to walk or take a taxi to Playa del Inglés for more variety. So this one has a clear winner. It is Playa del Inglés. Evenings in Playa del Inglés are busy with a lot of variety and full of options. You can go for dinner, walk around the shopping centers, have drinks, watch shows, go to bars, visit the Jumbo Center, or simply move from one area to another until you find something that fits your mood. San Agustin is much quieter in the evening. It is more about having a nice relaxed dinner, enjoying a drink by the beach and sea, walking along the promenade, or relaxing at your hotel. That can be perfect if you want calm evenings, but it can also feel too quiet if you like going out every night. So if you want peaceful evenings, San Agustin is simply better. But for evening choice and variety, the point goes to Playa del Inglés. Nightlife is where Playa del Inglés is very strong. This is one of the main nightlife resorts in Gran Canaria. You can find bars, pubs, karaoke, drag shows, live music, late night venues, clubs, and plenty of places that stay active way after dark. This makes Playa del Inglés a great choice for groups of friends, couples who like going out, solo travelers, and anyone who wants a resort where the night does not end too early. San Agustin has some nightlife, but it is much more relaxed. There are a few beach bars, hotel entertainment, a few pubs and bars, and some livelier places around the shopping centers. But it is not a party resort. If you want a big night out, you will probably end up going to Playa del Inglés anyway. So for nightlife, the point goes to Playa del Inglés. The atmosphere in Playa del Inglés is lively, touristy, busy, and practical. There are shops, bars, restaurants, nightlife areas, hotels, apartments, and people everywhere. For many visitors, this is exactly what they want from a Gran Canaria holiday. It feels active, social, and easy to enjoy. But Playa del Inglés is not always the prettiest or calmest resort. Some areas feel older, some feel very commercial, and because the resort is so big, the atmosphere can change a lot depending on where you are staying. San Agustin has a much calmer atmosphere. It feels more relaxed, more adult-focused, and less intense. It is not as exciting as Playa del Inglés, but it is easier if you want peace, beach time, and slower evenings. It also has the advantage of being close enough to Playa del Inglés if you want more action for an evening. So Playa del Inglés has more energy, but Sant Agustin has the nicer, relaxed atmosphere. For atmosphere, I would give this point to Sant Agustin. Both Playa del Inglés and Sant Agustin are very easy to reach from the Gran Canaria airport. They are both in the south of the island and are among the easier resorts for taxis, shuttle buses, package transfers and public transport. Sant Agustin, however, is slightly closer to the airport than Playa del Inglés, so in some cases the transfer can be a little quicker, but the difference is not massive, and Playa del Inglés is one of the biggest resorts on the island, so it has lots of transfer options as well. Also, when taking the public transport to Playa del Inglés, you really need to know where you have to get off the bus, because not knowing this can mean that you are very far away from your hotel when you get off. Because Sant Agustin is slightly closer and usually very straightforward to reach, I would give this point to Sant Agustin. Playa del Inglés is very strong for things to see and do. You have the beach, the dunes, shopping centers, mini golf, water sports, nightlife, bars, restaurants and lots of excursions. You are also close to Aqualand, Palmitos Park, Holiday World, camel rides, buggy tours, jeep safaris and many other activities. This makes Playa del Inglés a very good choice if you do not want to feel stuck in your hotel. It is especially strong for families with older children, groups and people who like having lots of options closer by. Sant Agustin simply has less things to do in the resort, while there are good water sports from here and you also have Aqualand and Palmitos Park nearby. Simply the offering is less. This is why I would have to give this point to Playa del Inglés. Playa del Inglés has a huge amount of accommodation. You can find budget apartments, adults only holidays, renovated hotels, all-inclusive hotels, older complexes and some more stylish options as well. This is one of the biggest strengths because there is simply so much choice for every budget and holiday style. But the main drawback here is that you really need to be careful when booking because Playa del Inglés is so large and some accommodations are simply far away from the places you want to be in the resort. Sant Agustin has less choice, but it can be a very good choice if you want quieter hotels, relaxed beach holidays, more peaceful settings, or a very good couples holiday. There are some really good hotels here for them. So Playa del Inglés wins for the vast variety of choice and budget, while Sant Agustin wins for calm hotel locations. Because accommodation choice matters to most people, I would give this point to Playa del Inglés. Before I continue, remember that this score is a general score. The best resort, hotel or holiday destination on the island depends on who you are traveling with and what kind of holiday you want. So if you want help choosing the right place in Gran Canaria and avoiding the wrong area or hotel, go to checkholidays.com/perfect. You will get my personal advice and after that you can still book with whoever you want. For budget and value for money, Playa del Inglés is very strong because there is so much choice and variety that gives you more ways to control your budget. You can stay in a cheaper apartment, eat casually, find cheaper drinks and still have lots of things to do nearby. Playa del Inglés can be expensive in peak season, but it gives you many more budget options than Sant Agustin. Sant Agustin is not necessarily a luxury resort and it can still offer good value for money, especially if you find the right hotel deal. But because it is smaller, there is less choice, fewer nightlife options and fewer cheap eating and drinking places compared with Playa del Inglés. So for budget and value for money, the point goes to Playa del Inglés. Now, which one gives you the easiest holiday? Well, Playa del Inglés is easy because everything is available. If you want choice and flexibility, Playa del Inglés is very easy. But because it is big and busy, it can also feel a little bit overwhelming. You need to choose the right hotel location and some people may find the resort too commercial or too lively. Sant Agustin is easy in a different way. It is smaller, calmer and more relaxed. You can have a simple beach holiday here without too much noise. That makes Sant Agustin a very good compromise for people who want peace without being isolated. But for the widest group of tourists, Playa del Inglés simply gives you more options, more flexibility and more things to do, and also better value. So for easy holidays, I would give this point to Playa del Inglés. For all there is to know about this winning holiday destination, click the video on your screen right now. Or go to checkedholidays.com/perfect to get my personalized holiday advice for your perfect holiday in Gran Canaria.